My little sister Soltina was someone everyone loved. Always so bright and cheerful. You'd never guess the two of us were sisters. I can't cook. I'm no good at talking to others, and I fail at anything and everything I do. Even the stuffed bear I made for her looked horrible. I must have gotten all the bad genes while Sol got all the good ones. But I've never once been jealous of her. In fact, I'm proud to call her my little sister. As long as I have her, I don't need anything else. I believed that from the bottom of my heart, until the witch hunt started.
My story is also my big sis's story. The only reason I'm here is because of her, after all. My 6th birthday was when I accidentally realized I had strange powers. I didn't learn they were the powers of a witch until much later. Mommy! Daddy! Look at what I can do! When I showed off my powers to them, their expressions immediately dropped, and I was thrown out of the house like a bag of garbage. Disgusting, they spat. If I knew you were going to be a witch, I would never have given birth to you. I didn't understand what had happened, but this door was never going to open for me again. And when I realized that, tears began falling from my eyes. The door opened again, and the one who came flying out was Big Sis.
Sol's 6th birthday. When she showed our parents her magic, they threw her out of the house. Filthy witch. I hope you die out there, they spat. I'm not the smartest person. If everyone says that witches are evil, then they must be evil. But... When I ran out of the house, I saw Sol curled up on the ground, crying. This isn't right. You can't make her cry like this. Together with the stuffed bear I had brought with me, I pulled Sol into a tight hug. Even if you are an evil witch, you're still my dear little sister. It'll all be okay. Happy birthday. Slowly, Sol's eyes welled up with more tears. Tears that were much warmer than the ones before. And as they slowly rolled down her face, she let out loud sobs in my arms.
It'll be okay, she said, before holding out a stuffed bear she had made for me. My mind struggled to keep up, but I accepted her present. Then Big Sis pulled me into her warm embrace. Happy birthday, she hummed. You can't, Big Sis. You're going to be kicked out too. Tears streamed down my face, and once they started, they never stopped. I held the stuffed bear close to my chest and wept in Big Sis's arms. After that, the two of us went into hiding. Every day was tough, but just knowing Big Sis was waiting for me at home was all I needed to be happy. But I guess witches really aren't allowed to find happiness.
After that, the two of us started living together. We hid the fact Sol was a witch, but the pressure the Inquisition was putting on witches was growing. Witches are responsible for the calamity that has befallen us. If we kill them, the world will return to normal. Destroy them all. Those words spread throughout the land, and the witch hunt began. The Inquisition showed no mercy with their cruelty. To this day, not a witch captured has ever returned. And before long, the day finally came when Sol was chosen as their next target. The church's target is Sol, so I'll buy her time. You go get a head start, I say, but Sol stares at me with eyes full of worry.
You're going to be okay, right?
Of course I smile. I'm not a witch, so they won't capture me. Come on, depend on your big sister from time to time. Hesitantly, Sol nodded and slipped out through the back. I watched her go and shut the door. I hope she didn't notice my shaking body. I think my smile was convincing enough at least. Before long, the Inquisition came to our house. I mustered up all my courage and stood my ground. There is no witch named Soltina here. I, Lunalynn, am the witch.
The Inquisition appeared without warning. They had found out I was a witch. While I shook in fear, Big Sis turned to me and gave me an awkward smile.
I'm not a witch, so they won't capture me. Sol, you go get a head start and I'll catch up.
I believed those words. How could I not? I was so scared. The Inquisition's famous for their cruel torture methods. Not a single witch captured has ever returned from there. I escaped outside the city and waited for Big Sis. But no matter how long I waited, she never came. Where is she? Did something happen? Worry began welling up inside me, and I remembered that awkward smile. That's right. Why didn't I realize it? Big Sis only ever gives that kind of smile when she's telling one of her bad lies. My worries only grew from there, and soon I caught wind of a rumor that a witch named Lunalynn had been captured. Big Sis isn't even a witch. Why did they capture her? It was for me. She let herself get captured so I could run away. Of all of the witches captured by the Inquisition, not a single one has ever come back. They're all tortured in the cruelest ways. Big Sis, you've always protected me, and yet I haven't done a single thing for you in return. This can't be how it ends. Whenever I was sad or felt like crying, I would hug the stuffed animal Big Sis gave me. The bear that was filled with her love and warmth. That's right. She's always been the one saving me. But now it's my turn to do the saving. I'm going to save you, Big Sis!
The Inquisition's torture methods were far worse than the rumors. My body began to break under the devil's endless games. But what was more painful than any of that was that I started resenting Sol. Why am I the one that has to suffer through all this? If only I hadn't saved her. If only Sol never existed. My weak heart screams out. At this rate, I'll even come to hate my dear little sister. The thought of that was so unbearable that my heart started freezing over. If only I could just turn to ice, then I'd be able to forget everything. It was then that a girl with a spear appeared before me. I'll grant your wish. With her words, my consciousness fell into darkness.
I wanted to go to where Big Sis was, but a huge mountain of ice blocked my path. That's when I met the nice Duke. His curse-dissolving staff helped us climb to the summit, and there we saw Big Sis, who had become a witch of Clefa. Big Sis would never hurt a fly. How could she? All of a sudden, the ice started showing us her memories. The Inquisition's torture methods were far crueler than the rumors made them out to be. And Big Sis's heart broke from the pain. That's how the curse that freezes everything was born. For them to do such horrible things to you. Just you wait, Big Sis. I'm coming to save you.
I was in a world of nothing. There were no sounds, no one, nothing. Just a pure, white world of ice. Oh, but it's nice not being able to feel anything. Here, I'll be able to forget about all the sad, painful things. Not having anyone here is a bit lonely, but that's okay. If I'll only end up resenting you, then I don't mind staying frozen forever. I fall deeper and deeper. In the depths of this world of nothing, I hear a voice. Someone's holding out their hand, as if they're trying to thaw my frozen heart. A beautiful memory. She always came to my rescue. She always stayed by my side, shone light into my world. She's the one I was proud to call.
Come back to me, Big Sis! Big Sis, there are so many things I'm thankful to you for, and I'm not just talking about this bear. You've given me more than I could ever ask for. So I'm begging you, don't say such a sad thing like goodbye. I don't want to go home to an empty house anymore. No one can get through to a witch that's gone berserk. But I continue to try. Because I know that Big Sis is kind. Whenever I was crying, she would always be there by my side. Please, come back to me, Big Sis! Suddenly, I felt Mr. Staff connect my voice with Big Sis.
Sol, were you the one who called out to me?
A warm light starts dissolving the land of ice. Welcome back, Big Sis.
Sol is always there to save me. That's why this time, I wanted to be the one to save her. But everything I did only made her sad. I even went so far as to hurt her. I hate myself. I can't even save my precious little sister. Why am I so useless? I beat myself up, but then Sol pulled something out of her bag. This is the bear I gave you for your birthday. Have you held on to it this entire time? Sol gives me a warm smile.
Thank you for always saving me, Big Sis.
Sol, I'm so sorry. I won't ever leave you alone again. Because I love you more than anything, Sol.
Big Sis and I are now living together in Mister's country. It's a wonderful place where us witches aren't discriminated against. She never stopped apologizing to me, saying that it was all her fault that I got injured. You're the one covered in wounds, but you're still only worried about me. You never change, huh, Big Sis? There's no need to apologize, though. If it's for you, Big Sis, then I'll do anything. Why? You can't even figure that much out, Big Sis? I had a hunch, but you really don't know, huh? This is the perfect opportunity, so I'll tell you why. It's not because we're sisters, or because you saved me. The reason is much simpler than that. Much more important than that. It's because I love you, big sis!